Going on, guys? Alright, so my name is Tom and I have osteogenesis imperfecta. I have type 3 OI, meaning that I have delicate bones, fragile bones, very weak bones. Okay, so through my whole lifetime, up until I became like an adult, I was breaking bones left and right. I broke over like 100 bones, had countless of surgeries, been to the hospitals like 1,000 times, so on and so forth. Like, my life was pretty much hell before I changed my perspective and my mind and things of that nature, which I will get into later. But anyways, so this video is for those who keep telling me, or keep asking me, or all around revolving steroids. Okay, so I get a lot of people, normal people without disabilities, without any type of condition, and people with my type of condition as well, right? I get both ends, which is great to hear because it's a huge compliment. But at the same time, they're not considering my hard work and the ton of um, you know a ton of fears that I have overcame, and stuff like that. All the hard work that I put in, the sweat, the tears, the injuries that came along with the workout journey. People don't consider that, and that kind of bothers me in a way, because in order for people to see, or to get stronger, or to see that, they automatically think steroids are involved, which is not the case. Let me tell you, people, that even if you do use steroids, whether if you are normal or have a condition like mine, you still need to put in the hard work in order to get stronger and bigger and more durable, right? The steroids, people think that when you take steroids, right, you automatically get stronger and bigger, like just out of nowhere, like overnight. You just wake up bigger with thicker, denser muscles, your biceps starts to pop more, and so on and so forth. You wouldn't develop a physique, a nice looking physique, from steroid use. You won't get bigger nor stronger. Now, it will improve, sure, your strength and your muscles somewhat, to a certain degree, without exercise. But if you're wanting to be like me, or to be big like me, or you know if, whatever the case might be, right? If you're trying to be like me by using steroids, it won't happen. You might surprise me because I don't use steroids, but what I'm trying to say is that you still need to put in the hard work. So if you're not putting in the hard work while being natural, then I know that you're not knowledgeable enough, or you're not putting in the hard work, right? Because the actions that I see from your photos and your videos and so on and so forth tells a different story, right? People tell me all the time, I work out every day, I work out very intensely, I eat a lot, I focus on bodybuilding, whatever the case might be. And I'm just like, well, are you going harder than last time? And they tell me, well, in order to do that, in order to get that big, in order to get those striations, the muscle pop, the muscle definitions, you're on steroids. No. I put in the hard work, people. I put in 6 days out of the whole week working out, right? I put in 6 days of hard fucking work. Literally, I'm crying at the end of my workouts. During my workouts, I'm crying, and at the end of my workouts, I am crying. At the end of my workouts, I am done, drained, and dead. Okay? That's how my workouts are. Workouts shouldn't be fun. They shouldn't be like a chore. You shouldn't be lounging around on your phone, not focusing strictly on workout, on the workout session. I place myself in a situation where I it's going to build me muscle. It's going to build me a better and durable person. Okay, I place myself in positions where it's quite risky, quite scary, but at the same time, it's it's um it's rewarding, because it's going to reward my body with improved strength, improved muscularity, and overall improved durability, which my body needs. Okay, so I focus on bodybuilding. I don't focus on lifting heavy, like very heavy. I don't focus on nothing like that, because I have delicate bones, and if I were to lift very fucking heavy, it's quite scary, because that could cause a fracture. So with that being said, you could easily build muscle if you know how to bodybuild, right? Bodybuild is all about like tension on the muscles and breaking the muscles down to a certain degree where you can recover from, and that will build more muscle, right? And that's what I do. That's how I approach my workouts. I tear down my muscles in order for it to become more durable, stronger, and stuff like that, right? And I improvise when I work out. I find ways to work out. I can't do all the things what normal people can do, so I have to improvise. And a lot of people who have disabilities and who have my type of disability, osteogenesis imperfecta, they also wonder, how do I go about working out with my disability, right? Excluding the delicate bones aspect, the mobility aspect, the flexibility, and so on and so forth. How do I manage to go about that? Well, I improvise, like I said. um, just because I can't do a certain exercise doesn't mean I can't work out that particular muscle group. So I have to improvise. I have to find ways around that exercise, whatever, the exercise way, like a shoulder press, right? For instance, my left shoulder can't do a shoulder press, so I have to improvise, okay? And I find ways in order to make that muscle stronger. So that creates a stronger muscle in that area. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So for those who keep on saying, I'm on steroids, this and that, it's just absurd. I never thought about using steroids. Like, I never been close to like getting them. You know what I'm saying? And steroids are risky. They could cause death. They could cause heart issues, organ issues, so on and so forth. The list goes on and on and on and on. And I already got a huge list of problems with myself. So adding other health issues onto my current issues is a big thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to experience other issues. I don't want to go through doctors again. I don't want to do none of that, right? Especially if it could cause death. Like, that's the last thing I want, especially when it comes to like improving my physique or getting stronger or whatever the case might be. Like, the reward for that isn't that rewarding. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people will live and breathe and die bodybuilding, and which is completely fine. You're doing you. But me, on the other hand, I want to stay natural. I want to stay strong, and I want to build things naturally. I want to build my physique naturally. I want to build muscle naturally. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I will enter the steroid realm when I get later into my older ages. Perhaps when I'm 40 or whatever the case might be. Because yes, as you do get older, your bones start losing its durability, its strength, and its power. So as a consequence, you are vulnerable to fractures easier, right? And I'm already vulnerable to fractures. So just imagine when I'm like 40 years old, 50 years old, I'm going to be delicate as hell. So maybe during that time, I may consider steroid use. But my mind and or perspective might change about, my physique, my body, bodybuilding journey, or whatever the case might be. It might change. So I might not be into bodybuilding no more or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but it just takes hard work, people. It takes hard work. It takes fucking hard work. It's not made for everyone. It's not fun. You have to endure it. You have to place yourself in you have to place yourself in a situation where you have to just suck it up and just go along with it. You may cry. You may think about things. You may think about negative outcomes. But just know that that is fuel. You should be using that as fuel to fuel yourself up to become stronger and healthier. Okay, that's what I do. Whenever I get injured, whenever I encounter an injury or depression or breakup or whatever the case might be, I use that as fuel to better myself. A lot of people don't do that. Whenever they encounter an injury or whatever the case might be, they end up sitting out from the situation and not improving themselves. So as a consequence, and everyone does this, not even people with disabilities, normal people and people with disabilities do this on a day-to-day basis. They neglect self-care, self-health. So as a consequence, your body will begin to deteriorate, start losing its, power, strength, durability. And once you get to that point, you're very fucking delicate, okay? You're very delicate. It's going to be very difficult to get to a strong point again, because you have to start from literally square zero and you have to work yourself up. So, and I don't place myself in that situation. I don't want to enter that scenario, because if I enter that scenario, then I'm fucked myself. Then I'm gonna be experiencing injuries again, and I'm gonna be going through all the obstacles again, and so on and so forth. I don't want to do all that again, because I already went through it, and I've overcame those obstacles because I over the years, I became stronger and much more durable from my workouts, from eating healthier and stuff like that. So now I could withstand, a lot of things. I could withstand pressure, stress on my bones. I could withstand lifting heavier objects, and so on and so forth. So definitely, the journey that I've been on has been improving me. It has been helping me drastically, dramatically, drastically, huge. Without my workout, without my protocols, without my mindset, I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be the person who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I would probably be bedridden, wheelchair ridden, playing video games 24/7 like I used to back in the day in my teenage and childhood years, right? So, yeah, people. And I'm always finding ways to improve myself. I don't let my disability take me down or prevent me from doing certain things, because if you're always challenging yourself, combating the things that gets in your way, you end up becoming a stronger, better person at the end of the day, because you know that you're capable of doing certain things. It may look funny, it may look funky, it may be whatever to you, but just know that it's all in your head, whatever you're thinking, insecurities or whatever the case might be. And from the outside, the outside people, they have no idea what you're going through. They have no idea what you've been through. And they're just chanting you on. They are encouraging you, promoting you to, and forcing you to become better and stronger. And that's where, you should have friends or family that support you in order to motivate you and to inspire you. But ultimately, you can't use those resources as motivation or as an inspiration. You need to have it from within, because sure, you can have motivation and inspiration from the outside world, but people lose that drive, that feel that you get from other people's words and whatever, right? And people will end up getting bored and start stopping their workout sessions, and they stop staying consistent with them. So in order to stay consistent with it and to stay stronger and healthier, you need to tell yourself from within, if I want to become a stronger, better person, I need to start doing these things in order to do so, right? So that's what I do on a daily basis. I fucking work my ass off, and that's about it, people.